Welcome to Mindblow, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping content that will surprise, inspire, and entertain you every step of the way. If you love discovering the unexpected, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends to keep the excitement going. Your support helps us keep blowing minds and creating content you'll never forget. So buckle up and get ready, because this is just the beginning. The year is 2025 and the West Philippine Sea is a powder keg. Tensions simmer just beneath the surface, threatening to erupt at any moment. The calm beauty of the ocean hides a battleground where nations test their resolve and ambitions. Filipino fishing boats, once symbols of peace and livelihood, now find themselves shadowed by massive Chinese Coast Guard vessels. The fishermen, who have sailed these waters for generations, now face daily uncertainty and fear, their routines disrupted by the constant presence of foreign ships. This daily intimidation is the new normal: water cannons, blockades, and silent standoffs. Each encounter is fraught with tension, as Filipino crews are forced to navigate not just the sea, but the threat of sudden confrontation. The risk of escalation is ever present, making every trip a test of courage. China's maritime militia blurs the line between civilian and military, making every encounter a potential flashpoint. These so-called fishing boats are often armed and coordinated, creating confusion and danger for everyone in the area. The rules of engagement are unclear, and the stakes are high. The 2016 arbitral ruling in favor of the Philippines is ignored. Instead, China builds artificial islands, turning them into military fortresses. Radar domes, airstrips, and missile batteries now rise from once pristine reefs, transforming the seascape into a network of strategic outposts. The balance of power shifts with every new structure. For the Philippines, this is an existential threat, a slow squeeze on its sovereignty and identity. The sea is not just a resource, but a lifeline and a symbol of national pride. Every incursion chips away at the nation's sense of security and belonging. The time for passivity is over. The Filipino spirit, tested by adversity, now rallies to defend what is rightfully theirs. The call to action echoes from the highest offices to the smallest coastal villages. In response, the Philippines is modernizing its navy, acquiring state-of-the-art warships. New vessels, equipped with advanced technology, signal a renewed commitment to national defense. Training intensifies, and alliances are strengthened, as the country prepares for whatever may come. This isn't aggression, it's a declaration. The Philippines will not be bullied. Standing firm in the face of overwhelming odds, the nation asserts its right to exist and to protect its people. Each patrol is a message of resilience and determination. A new line is drawn in the water, signaling a turning point in the struggle for the West Philippine Sea. The boundaries are no longer just lines on a map, they are lines of resolve, drawn by those willing to defend them. The world is watching as the Philippines stands up for its rights. International attention grows, and the conflict becomes a test of global principles: freedom of navigation, respect for sovereignty, and the rule of law. The front line has shifted from diplomacy to deterrence. The future of the West Philippine Sea hangs in the balance, as a new chapter unfolds in this ongoing struggle for peace, justice, and national dignity. Why is the West Philippine Sea so fiercely contested? This question echoes across the region, stirring emotions and fueling debates not just in the Philippines but around the world. The answer lies in the sea's immense value, economically, strategically, and culturally. It's a lifeline for the Philippines, rich in oil, gas, and fish, and vital for global trade. Beneath its waves lie untapped reserves of energy that could power the nation for generations, while its waters teem with marine life that sustains millions of Filipinos. The sea's busy shipping lanes are arteries of commerce, carrying goods between continents and connecting economies. For Filipinos, these waters are heritage and hope, feeding families and fueling the economy. Generations have depended on these bountiful seas for their daily catch, and coastal communities thrive on the promise of the ocean. The West Philippine Sea is woven into the fabric of Filipino life, shaping traditions and dreams. Control means energy independence and food security. Losing it would be devastating. Without access, the nation risks losing not just resources but the ability to provide for its people. The stakes are high. Every barrel of oil, every net of fish is a step towards self-reliance. 1/3 of global maritime trade passes through these lanes. Any disruption would shake the world economy. The West Philippine Sea is a crossroads for international shipping, making its stability crucial for businesses and consumers everywhere. A conflict here could send shockwaves far beyond Asia. The sea is a strategic choke point connecting the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Whoever controls these waters holds the key to regional security and influence, making it a focal point for global powers and alliances. For the Philippines, it's not just about resources, it's about national pride and survival. The struggle for the West Philippine Sea is a fight to protect identity, history, and the future of the nation. Every patrol, every stand is a statement of resilience. Names like Recto Bank and Panatag Shoal are now rallying cries for sovereignty. These places have become symbols of unity, inspiring Filipinos to defend what is rightfully theirs and to stand together in the face of adversity. The fight for these waters is a modern stand for dignity and independence. It is a test of will, a challenge to protect the nation's rights, and a call to honor the sacrifices of those who came before. The West Philippine Sea is both a treasure and a test of the nation's resolve, a symbol of hope, a source of strength, and a reminder that the future of the Philippines is tied to these contested waters. The West Philippine Sea is a David versus Goliath story. China's navy is the world's largest, boasting carriers, destroyers, and submarines. The Philippine Navy, by contrast, has long relied on outdated second-hand ships. China's cabbage strategy, surrounding targets with layers of ships, keeps the Philippines on the defensive. Filipino sailors are dedicated, but their vessels are outgunned and outnumbered. This imbalance emboldens China, leading to the seizure of territories and ignored protests. Without credible deterrence, the Philippines has been sidelined in its own waters. The urgent need for modernization is clear. Sovereignty demands strength. The status quo is unsustainable. Change is imperative. The Philippines is turning the tide with a new fleet of modern warships. At the forefront are the Jose Rizal-class frigates, armed with missiles, torpedoes, and advanced sensors. These ships can detect threats above and below the waves, and deploy helicopters for surveillance and anti-submarine missions. New corvettes and offshore patrol vessels sourced from South Korea and Australia add flexibility and reach. This multi-layered fleet transforms the Navy from coastal defense to credible deterrent. For the first time in decades, the Philippines can project power and defend its exclusive economic zone. Modernization is more than hardware. It's a new mindset for a new era. The Navy is now equipped to protect the nation's waters with confidence. These new warships change the game in the West Philippine Sea. Chinese captains can no longer act with impunity. Philippine frigates now pose a real threat. While the Philippines can't match China ship for ship, it doesn't have to. The goal is deterrence, raising the cost of aggression and preventing conflict. Modern ships mean better patrols, stronger law enforcement, and a credible first response. The Philippines can now assert its rights from a position of strength, not just protest. This also strengthens alliances, especially with the United States, making joint patrols and exercises more effective. The new fleet is a force multiplier, leveling the playing field through partnership and resolve. Warships are now instruments of statecraft, not just tools of war. The Philippines' naval upgrade sends ripples across the Indo-Pacific. It's part of a regional trend. Neighbors like Vietnam and Indonesia are also modernizing to counter China's assertiveness. This collective pushback complicates Beijing's ambitions and fosters a more balanced security environment. The US-Philippine alliance grows stronger as Manila invests in its own defense, enabling deeper cooperation and joint exercises. China may protest, but a stronger Philippine Navy gives diplomats more leverage at the negotiating table. The goal isn't conflict, it's stability, achieved through credible deterrence and dialogue. A modern fleet discourages aggression and encourages peaceful resolution. When smaller states can defend themselves, the region is safer. The Philippines' new warships are a national asset and a pillar of regional peace. Balance, not dominance, is the path to lasting stability. Modernizing the Philippine Navy is a bold step toward a secure future. It's not just about acquiring new ships or advanced technology. It's about preparing the nation to face the challenges of a rapidly changing world. As the seas grow more contested and the stakes rise, the Philippines is making a clear statement. It is ready to defend its interests and protect its people. It's a declaration that the Philippines will defend its sovereignty and chart its own course. This commitment is seen in the determination of every sailor, every officer, and every citizen who stands behind the flag. The nation's resolve is unshakable, and its vision for the future is clear. The West Philippine Sea is not just a battleground, it's the nation's lifeblood. These waters are home to rich marine resources, vital trade routes, and the dreams of countless Filipinos who depend on the sea for their livelihood. Protecting these waters means food, energy, and dignity for millions. It ensures that families can continue to fish, that energy resources remain secure, and that the nation's pride is upheld in the face of adversity. A strong navy is essential for an archipelago. It's the shield of the nation. With over 7,000 islands to protect, the Navy stands as the first line of defense, ready to respond to any threat, natural or man-made. The journey is long and costly, but the alternative is far worse. Investing in modernization means investing in peace, stability, and the future of every Filipino. Without it, the nation risks vulnerability and uncertainty. These new ships are just the beginning. Continued investment and unity are vital. Each vessel launched is a testament to the nation's progress, but the work does not end here. Ongoing support and innovation are needed to keep the fleet strong and ready. Every Filipino has a stake in this effort. National security is everyone's responsibility. From the youngest student learning about maritime history to the families supporting loved ones in uniform, unity is the foundation of true security. The new fleet is more than steel, it's a symbol of hope and resolve. It represents the dreams of a nation determined to rise above challenges and secure a better tomorrow for future generations. Let's support modernization, educate ourselves, and stand united for sovereignty. By working together, we can ensure that the Philippines remains strong, independent, and respected on the world stage. The Philippine Navy's new warships embody the nation's spirit. They are a source of pride, a beacon of hope, and a promise that the country will always stand firm in defense of its people and its future. The Philippines will remain the master of its own destiny, on its own terms, on its own seas. With courage, unity, and determination, the nation will continue to forge a future on the waves, safeguarding its heritage and its dreams for generations to come.